Are you tired of the endless self-help advice that promises instant results but never quite delivers? Well, what if I told you there's a silent secret to personal growth that doesn't require any hustle, doesn't need a 10-step guide, and doesn't rely on endless motivational speeches? We've all been there, right? We've bought into those quick fixes that flood our social media feeds. You've probably tried them, grinding away, setting goals, following the latest productivity hacks, and still somehow you feel stuck. It's like running on a treadmill, doing everything right, but getting nowhere. But what if the answer wasn't more noise, more activity, or more hustle? What if it was something completely opposite? Something that you already have access to, but most people don't realize its full potential. What if the key to real, lasting change is something so simple, yet so powerful, that most people overlook it completely? In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the silent secret to personal growth that nobody tells you. This isn't about working harder or chasing after the latest trend. It's about embracing the power of silence. Yes, you heard that right. Silence might be the one thing standing between you and the life you want to live. And I'm not talking about just turning off the noise around you. I'm talking about the deeper, more profound silence that can completely shift your mindset and fuel your growth. Imagine how often we're surrounded by noise, both external and internal. The pressure from social media, the constant pinging of notifications, the thoughts racing through our heads, telling us what we should be doing, who we should be, and what we should have achieved by now. It's no wonder we often feel overwhelmed, right? That's the noise I'm talking about. It drowns out our true thoughts, our inner voice, and our ability to reflect and grow. But before you dismiss it as something too simple, let me explain why silence isn't just a lack of sound. It's a powerful tool for transformation. It's backed by science, and when you understand it, you'll never look at silence the same way again. This isn't some feel-good advice. This is a practice rooted in psychology, neuroscience, and centuries of wisdom. And once you start incorporating it into your life, you'll start seeing real, sustainable change. In the next few minutes, we're going to dive into how silence can work for you, how it can unlock creativity, reduce stress, and help you focus like never before. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll understand why this simple yet profound secret has the potential to change your entire life. Now, before we go any further, I know what you're probably thinking. How can silence really be that powerful? Isn't silence just the absence of sound? Well, let's break this down scientifically. You see, silence isn't just about quieting your environment. It's about creating space. A space where your mind can recalibrate, where your thoughts can settle, and where you can tune into your true self. This isn't something you can easily achieve when you're bombarded by constant noise, whether it's from your phone, your work, or even just the constant chatter in your mind. Research shows that silence can have a profound impact on your brain and body. Studies have found that even a few minutes of silence can trigger the brain's restorative processes, helping to reset your nervous system and improve overall well-being. And get this, prolonged silence has been shown to stimulate brain growth, specifically in areas related to memory, emotional regulation, and creativity. That's right. By just taking time to be still, you're not wasting time, you're investing in yourself. But silence is also about tapping into something even deeper. Awareness. When we're constantly bombarded by noise, we're rarely present. Our attention is pulled in 1,000 directions. But when we embrace silence, we give ourselves the chance to be more mindful. Mindfulness is the secret sauce behind the real transformation that silence can bring. It's about being fully present in the moment, not just passively observing, but actively engaging with your thoughts, feelings, and experiences without judgment. Now let's connect this to personal growth. Personal growth isn't just about doing more, it's about doing the right things with intention and focus. The more we can silence the distractions, the more we can focus on what truly matters. And when we give ourselves this space, we unlock creativity, clarity, and focus like we've never experienced before. In fact, silence has been shown to improve cognitive function, which means better decision-making, sharper problem-solving, and a clearer path to achieving your goals. So, you see, silence isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. a practice you can incorporate into your life today to start seeing changes immediately. So how can you start using silence to accelerate your personal growth? Well, that's what we're going to talk about next. All right, now that you know silence is more than just a break from noise, let's talk about how you can start incorporating it into your daily routine for real personal growth. First things first, don't wait for a perfect moment of silence to fall into your lap. Silence doesn't need to be this grand, peaceful escape. It's about creating micro moments throughout your day. Think about your typical routine. How much of it is filled with distractions or noise? Start small. 5 minutes of silence can be a game changer. You don't need to meditate for hours or spend your weekends in complete solitude to reap the benefits. Just 5 minutes of intentional silence, whether it's in the morning before you check your phone, during lunch, or before you go to bed, can make a huge difference. But what should you do during this time? That's where the magic happens. The goal is to let go of the mental clutter that constantly occupies your mind. You're not trying to empty your mind completely, which, let's be real, can be nearly impossible. Instead, focus on being present with whatever thoughts arise, without judgment. Mindfulness is key here. As you sit in silence, notice what comes up. Is it stress, anxiety, excitement? Don't try to push these feelings away. Instead, simply acknowledge them and allow them to pass through your mind without getting caught up in them. Over time, this practice helps you gain more control over your mental state. You'll start noticing patterns in your thinking, things that maybe you've been ignoring, or areas of your life that need more attention. And as you become more aware of these patterns, you'll find it easier to shift your mindset and align your actions with your goals. But here's the kicker. Silence helps you build emotional resilience. In a world that's constantly pulling at your attention, it's easy to get overwhelmed by emotions or stress. But silence gives you the space to process these emotions rather than reacting to them impulsively. It helps you respond with clarity and intention rather than being swept away by external forces. And this, my friend, is where true personal growth happens. When you can control your thoughts, feelings, and reactions, you take full control of your life. Now, let's talk about the long-term benefits of incorporating silence into your life. The more you embrace these moments of stillness, the more profound the effects on your personal growth will become. And trust me, the results will sneak up on you, but in the best way possible. Over time, you'll notice that you become less reactive and more proactive. When you regularly take time to clear your mind, you train your brain to be more intentional with your thoughts and actions. Instead of impulsively reacting to situations, you'll begin to pause and think before making decisions. Think about it. How often have you reacted emotionally to something, only to regret it later? Whether it's a comment on social media, an argument with a friend, or a snap decision at work, our emotions often cloud our judgment. But with consistent silence, you develop the ability to step back and respond with clarity rather than react in the heat of the moment. Another huge benefit of silence is improved focus. We live in an era of constant distractions, from the notifications on our phones to the endless stream of information hitting us from every direction. But when you regularly practice silence, you're training your brain to ignore the distractions and zero in on what really matters. This improved focus isn't just limited to your work or personal projects. It also helps you focus on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. When you can silence the external noise, you start tuning into your inner desires, your passions, and your purpose. And that's when personal growth skyrockets. But there's more. As you continue to embrace silence, you'll notice increased creativity. Without the constant distractions, your mind has the space to connect dots in ways it couldn't before. Some of the best ideas come when you allow yourself the mental room to daydream, reflect, and create, free from the pressures of deadlines, expectations, and obligations. Finally, silence can improve your overall health. The benefits aren't just mental, they're physical too. Silence has been linked to lower blood pressure, reduced stress levels, and improved sleep. And we all know how essential a healthy mind and body are when it comes to growth. The more you care for your mental state, the more energy you have to pursue your goals, whether that's in your career, relationships, or personal life. So by embracing silence, you're not just improving your focus, creativity, and emotional resilience, you're also giving yourself the foundation for sustainable, long-term personal growth. Now that we've uncovered the silent secret to personal growth, I want you to think about something for a second. What if this could be the missing link to unlock your full potential? What if just 5 minutes of silence every day could change your life? Here's the challenge. Starting today, commit to at least 5 minutes of silence each day. Find a moment, whether it's in the morning before your day begins, during your lunch break, or right before you go to bed, and dedicate it to being fully present with yourself. In that time, let go of the distractions and tune into your thoughts, your feelings, and your goals. And don't be discouraged if it feels difficult at first. Trust me, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Over time, those 5 minutes will turn into 10, 20, or even 30. And you'll start seeing the changes in how you think, how you feel, and how you approach life. But I want to hear from you. How are you going to incorporate silence into your routine? What's the first step you're going to take? Let me know in the comments below, because I genuinely believe that when we share our intentions with others, we hold ourselves accountable to them. Plus, it's a great way to start a conversation with like-minded individuals who are on the same path. If you're ready to unlock your full potential, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future content. And hey, share this with a friend who might need to hear this too. Let's take control of our growth, together. Silence isn't just a tool, it's a superpower. And the best part, you can start using it right now. So, what's your next move? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're going to use silence to transform your life.